the war. Everything's gonna be alright. Enough is enough. They talking my rights. Are you ready for the revolution? Cause we're turning up tonight. And I step outside. Let's do or die. I'm a revolutionary guy. I'm ready to ride. The enemies of government there on the opposite side. Marching in the streets cause it's revolution. Do or die right now cause it's revolution. Hands up now cause it's revolution. Ain't no case in cause it's revolution. Stepping in my big black boots cause it's revolution. Kings, are you ready for this revolution? Kings, are you ready for this revolution? Let me hear you say revolution, come on. Revolution, 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 revolution. Stepping in my big black boots cause it's revolution. Kings, are you ready for this revolution? Kings, are you ready for this revolution? Let me say revolution, come on. Revolution, 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 revolution. I agree someone else, delivering the mental science. The revolution is on. No talk, it's action time. If you're not ready for the revolution, step to the side and go home before we beat your ass. You're done now. Mental science. We won't be silent until we stop the violence. Put the gun down, put the knife down. We don't want to lose another life. Squash the beat. It's time to unite. Mama, don't cry. Everything's gonna be alright. Let me know that someone else superhero. In these streets, delivering street creds. When they get around our seats, on the road like 6 feet deep. Idolizing dream rappers and becoming brainwashed like sheep. Controlling your mindset, forcing games, so carry the tech. What's happening, bro? Wait till the Lord goes feet. What the hell have been children cut the violence and listen to me. Black men, dying species, blood stains on the pavement. Why do we need to make a statement? Why do we need to make a statement? We won't be silent until we stop the violence. Put the gun down, put the knife down. We don't want to lose another life. So watch the beat. It's time to unite. Mama, don't cry. Everything's gonna be alright. Baby girl, the high priest, someone else feels your pain. Your man keeps hurting you cause he's insane. Pack your bags and leave him to catch the next train. Or if it is emergency, the high priest, someone will pay for your pain. As long as you're in my arms, he will never hurt you again. And as for your man, listen to me, boy, you can't correct. How dare you disrespect your queen? It's time for your punishment from the grand architect. The high priest, someone else on the mission to protect and collect the queens by in neglect. Yeah, I'm talking to queens by in neglect. We won't be silent until we stop the violence. Put the gun down, put the knife down. We don't want to lose another life. Watch the beat. It's time to unite. Mama, don't cry. Everything's gonna be alright. We won't be silent until we stop the violence. Put the gun down, put the knife down. We don't want to lose another life. Watch the beat. It's time to unite. Mama, don't cry. Everything's gonna be alright. Let's go. Come. These gold lights reveal what I like. Me and you gonna have fun tonight. And when we get to the crib, I wanna love you right. Touch my body, it feels so nice. Popping bottles, dancing with supermodels. Taking trees, can hide to this beat. Girl, give it to me on the dance floor. Players at the bar keep spending some more. Everybody got their cups. Cause this party's about to get hung up. Everybody in the club, let me see you dance. Everybody in the house, let me see you dance. Everybody in heaven, let me see you dance. Everybody in the grave, let me see you dance.
Yes, you. Calling tonight, but I need up to the building tonight, just so you know. Love every high boy, just put better vibe on the building tonight. Hey, yo, DJ, it's about that time. It's about that time we turn this party to another level. Are you ready? Come on. Say, turning up some more. Say, turning up some more. Yeah, turning up.
Is everybody feeling lit? Cause the high priest needs to take a break real quick and take a sip of the Holy Spirit. Let's go again, mental science. Woo! Let's get this party started. I heal your soul, I'm more than an artist. You're feeling the mental science. Now it's time for you to join the light. Well, shake your body and make it pass. The brother in the club, make sure that you dance. The high priest pulls up to the club with his G. He skips the queue cause he's VIP. He enters the club and the DJ speaks to the high priest. Says, hold the mic, give them the mental science that they like. The high priest lights up the club like it's dynamite. Everybody in the house. Everybody in the house, let me see you dance. Everybody in, let me see you dance. Everybody in the grave, let me see you dance. Turn up, 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 turn up. Hype man, Harry, give it to him.
Let me see you spend. Money hours in the club, let me see you dance. Money dollars in the club, let me see you spend. Money hours in the club, let me see you dance. Let me see you dance, dance to the beat. Let me see you spend on your way to the beat. Turn up, vibe up, shake up, boy, you lick up. Turn up, vibe up, shake up, boy, you lick up. Turn it on, vibe it up some more way. Turn it on, vibe it up, turn it on, vibe it up, turn it on, vibe it up. Well, you know, we vibe it up way. We turn it up, yeah. We vibe it up, turn it on, vibe it up, turn it up, yeah.
It's about that time. All right, all right, all right. Now, before we start, before we start, we first must give thanks and praises to Atunre, Amun Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Marduk, Melchizedek, Al Kadir, Usa, Use, Eru, Anu, Enki, Ma'at, Pita, Rastafari, Haile Selassie, Meta, Science, to mommy, to daddy, to granny, to granddad, to the ancestors, and to the most high. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, La ilaha illallah. Greetings, my spiritual warriors and my mental science soldiers, and my freedom fighters. My name is the High Priest Amun. And welcome to the Mental Science Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via Omega FM Radio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM, and also on YouTube and Instagram Live. If you want to see the High Priest Amun live and direct in Omega FM Radio.co.uk's headquarters, all you have to do is go onto YouTube, type in on YouTube search engine Amun L, which is spelled Amun as in A for Africa, U for upliftment, N for Nubian, space L, which is spelled E for El Elyon, and L for love. As you click search, you will see the High Priest Someone Else YouTube channel. Subscribe to the High Priest Someone Else YouTube channel and click the bell icon to be notified when High Priest Someone Else is dropping new content. You don't know meta science. Now, also, if you want to see the High Priest Someone out in Omega FM Radio.co.uk's headquarters, all you have to do All you have to do is go onto Instagram, type in on Instagram, high underscore priest underscore 720, and you will see High Priest Someone Else Instagram page. Follow the High Priest Someone Else, and the High Priest Someone Else will follow you back. You done know Meta Science. Shout out to Sharrock66, Aminio, the comedian, Antoine, Rakaba, Lady M, Uncle OG, Rash Chelsea, Spiritual Dub Doctor, DJ Blake, HB, all of the, oh, how can I forget? Creeps, and all the DJs on omegafmradio.co.uk, and all the listeners and the queens. Can't forget Queen Danai, and all the kings as well. You don't know Metal Science. Now, is this better? Is this better? Is this better? Yeah, this is better. It was a bit low, but we put it a bit up now, so you can hear High Priest Someone out proper, like that. So anyway, the time is 2026. Yeah, that's much better. Now, Carnival's over. Summer's over. We're now in autumn. Look, it's already dark outside. You can see it's dark. It's pitch black already in London. And the time is what? 8:26. Shout out to Sirius. So what are we talking about? Let's just get straight into it. Okay, we're gonna do it different. We're gonna do the press after the main topic. What we're talking about is Carnival, Notting Hill Carnival 2023. We're having a review. We're having a debate. You can call in 0753-996-8143 or text 0753-996-8143. Let's put that in the group chats. Call 075-399-68143 to go live on the radio. Okay. Again, call 0753-996-8143 to go live on the radio. Yeah. All right. Now, High Priest Someone Out. How was Carnival for you? To be honest, High Priest Someone Else experienced better carnivals than this one in 2023. In a nutshell, High Priest Someone Else will say it was 5 out of 10, which means it's average. You know what I mean? Like the girl, average. Hold up, the money, average. The atmosphere, average. The stabbings, average. You get me? No one died in Carnival, so that's a plus. You know what I mean? Mew Free says it was better than last year. Depends what you were doing last year. Last year, for High Priest Someone Out, Carnival was better still, I'm not gonna lie. There was more action. You know what I mean? I think it was because that was the first Carnival after lockdown. This year, like, it's lost its flavor. That's the problem. It's lost its flavor. Back in the day, like High Priest someone else gets it now. When the elders say carnival's not the same. Like it's not the same. It's been gentrified, watered down, and commercialized. You follow that? High Priest someone else's friend was saying, High Priest someone else loves to do his research and that. And people were saying, so let's start off with the family, what they were saying. Let's put on a backing beat as well. You're done now, metal science. Yeah. So people were saying, yeah, at Carnival, let's check it out. Okay. So people were saying, a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. So we were saying, how would you rate Carnival out of 10? People were saying it's kind of hard because there's so many different Carnival experiences happening. Like you could at the Jamaican sound systems and the food, or you could be at part of a float, or you could be public. Then there's what sound system you were listening to, who you were with, what float you were on, the music that's playing, who you're with, whether you're a costume or just part of a band, etc. Someone saying, if you were a member of the public, i.e. in the carnival, you were just a tourist, you're not really involved, you were just passing through. It was a 3 out of 10. And people are saying, what is the plan for the young guys to bring girl home? People are saying the whole point of carnival is to free up and dance in the road. If you're not going to do that reason, then carnival is not for you. To feel a sense of love and unity in line with vibrations of music. This is what people are saying. Look, if you want High Priest someone else's opinion, yeah, just be patient because we're just, saving the last High Priest someone out till last because it's more of a conclusion. Like, okay, High Priest someone else, brethren. That we've been carnival for like 20 years plus. You know what I mean? So we're veterans in this carnival business. And he said it was rubbish. It's not the same. The problem he said why it's not the same is because UK is trying to copy the island carnivals, like in Jamaica, Antigua, Trinidad, Barbados. Someone's calling. Let's see if we can go live. Peace. You're live on Omega.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, Amun.
You okay, King?
Yes, I. And what about you, King?
I'm not okay. I'm not happy.
I can tell your voice is very low. It's coming to very low.
Yeah.
So it means that you're not upright.
It's more like I'm fed up, King. You get me? I'm fed up.
Yeah. But listen,
Go on.
it's revolution time now. You should be standing upright right now.
Look, King. At the end of the day, I don't know who's ready in it. If UK is not ready, then I might as well go Africa because Africa's ready. You get me? Africa's had enough. You can see it already.
I got you. But listen,
Go on.
Listen, I think this is where it's gonna be the last. This is where the Antichrist is, yeah. And they said the last is never be the least. So forgive them for they don't have what they've done. But listen about the carnival before we come to any revolution time. The carnival rightly and uprightly is last its themes. Its value because you know in the Caribbean Congo is the carnival is a sense of freedom, yeah. It's not freedom I should say, but sense of being free from slavery. Yeah. And we go out and we feel the sense of we revolutionizing ourselves, like and here you don't see no sense of any freeness, freeness, it's just a sense of more foolishness. You see, so yeah, there's no expectation, there's no happiness. You can't build something out of a kind of sense of downness, hatred, and gonna get a feeling from it, a sense of happiness and feelings. This is what happened, yeah.
I kind of understand what you're saying. I kind of understand, like, in terms of you're saying that it's to express one's emancipate oneself in that event, and there's a culture to it, like through slavery, and you can't, like, right now it's not got that anymore. It's just it's just commercialized. It's like become like the reggae sauce, or it's become like reggae music.
Yes, that's a good term to put reggae music. Reggae music, commercialized, industrialized. Yes, I agree. I got you there. Yeah.
You get
so
me?
It lost its flavor, lost its taste.
It's novelty. It's lost its novelty.
It's vice. It's vice. It's lost everything about it.
Like,
yes,
like it, instead of make it authentic and it's UK or Brit or Windrush, or you get me, black Afro-Caribbean culture, it's just a tourist attraction, and like
yeah.
you know what I mean, it's not really saying much, you know what I mean, like, and what is being promoted is like nonsense, you get me. I don't understand why our community that are supposed to be aware of certain things, why aren't we doing certain things, like having a flow and promoting our thing? I don't understand.
Yeah. So this is a good topic to pick there, yeah, but I got my eyes on Africa now, I got my eyes on, I just figure that the revolution is stopped, and I just keeping my eyes on that because I just know, I just feel a vibe, and the vibe is telling I know it's the time, and but the man them is still sleeping, man, it's sad, but what can I say, But yeah, the revolution is started.
Yeah, we hear that, King, but you get me, we're hearing it, like, what are we doing here? Like, we're just, we know what's going on, but it's like, we're just getting ready to be slaves, or more than, we're getting ready for the chip, more or less. You get me? We're getting ready for the chip. No one's fighting it. You know what I mean? Look at the Ules. no one's like, okay, people were protesting, but they still implemented it. They're still collecting money. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
we're not like France and all them other places there where we're, we're pro human rights and we're pro um socialists. Our thing
that's
is just it's coming. Okay, let's be grateful that it's coming. We submit. We're submissive.
yes, yes, that's it. And I would say it's not to act as well, but I'm saying that don't think that because a man might be slow, don't think that weakness in the sense, but yeah, and that's what you say still, but I'm just saying this gonna be the last, so the last cannot be what did I say, the last but not least or something like that, because no matter what the last sometimes, the last of the deadly.
Yeah,
You
you
have to,
like that's ringing in my head. Like that's gonna be the mantra for tonight.
yes, sir.
The last is not the least. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? To get me, that's already like a parable. How one
yeah,
perceives that the last is not the least, meaning, ah, it may be the last thing that's happening, but it's gonna put up a fight.
yes, sir. It's gonna be deadly.
Yeah, it's gonna
I
be
see it,
deadly.
but I'm telling you, I see it, I feel the titles when some you play these little songs, and I haven't been listening to you for a while because, as I say, I have things to do on the Thursday, so I have to take an early rest. But I just rest and I just wake up now. You got me, But anyway, yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna cut out with that and let you get on, yeah?
Yeah, no worries, King. Good thanks.
Good, sure, just be more.
Yeah, you too. Be more.
Yes, sir.
Man. So yeah, that was Keith. Good thanks for the call, King. Keeping one's head up. You know what I mean? Like at least we're not on a lone soldier mission. You get me? There's people that are aware of the times that it's end of days and that things are happening swiftly in front of our eyes. You know what I mean? Look at Gabon. They're doing their coup. The same like Niger. They're doing their coup. You get me? Like all the French countries is no coincidence that the French colonies are more rebellious than the English colonies. The same that is no coincidence that the French people in France are more pro freedom and pro human rights than the English people in England. Don't believe I pre someone out. Check it out. It's facts. Now, back to the carnival. So it's lost its flavor. Okay. Let's talk. So what did High Priest someone out to do this bank holiday weekend? So the first thing we did, yeah, obviously, when it was Friday and work was over, it was High Priest someone else's mom's birthday. Strong. So it's been a busy weekend. So we went to Belushi's in West 12, had a good time, had some food, nice atmosphere, cut cake, all of that. So that was the Friday. Done. Saturday, we're preparing, we're getting all excited, we're buying our drink, we bought a bottle of Hennessy, we went to the barbers, got our shape up, our lineup, just in time for the Sunday carnival. You know what I mean? That's carnival Saturday. Just preparing. Then the Sunday now. So we got our drink, we got our smoke, and we got our clothes and our vibes. However, on the Sunday, High Priest Amun El had another event. Carnival was just the appetizer. That was the appetizer. That was just breakfast. But we had something in Wembley that we went to go and see. We went to go and see the wrestling in Wembley. So that was more the main event. But we went Carnival in the morning. We cut through. So we obviously came through the bush and then went through woods. You know, High Priest when I was just talking like that because we're from ends in it. You know what I mean. That's how we talk, like the bush, woods, Latimer, and then Grove. You know what I mean. So that's the route we went, and then we went up the hill. Then we went bust the right to Kensal Road, see a couple of floats and all of that. And you know what? You know what ticked someone off? You know what ticked him off? Yeah, honestly, you know what ticked him off? There was a float that was like, if you haven't paid for the float, then step out of the lines. And from there, like they got barriers, like you know, they got security like holding a string so that the people that are dancing or are part of the float, you know, have their own designated space. And okay, I put someone out here is that yeah, you know, if you want to have fun, you gotta pay. You know, nothing's free in life and all of that kind of business. But this is when we knew Carnival was done out shit and it's just commercialized and it's just all about the money. When the guy is saying, if you haven't bought a t-shirt, if you haven't paid that £85, then get out of our section or whatever. You know, and that ain't, come on now. Carnival's about freeing up yourself, right? It's not about spending and, you know, trying to make a quick buck. You get me? Car, okay, fair enough. It's a lot. Yeah, it's not cheap. Yeah, float is not cheap. Like you got to rent the vehicle, which is a HGV vehicle. Then you got to have a big generator. You know what I mean? You got to rent that out for the day or maybe 2 days, depending on how you're doing it. And then, you know, stuff like that. Okay, fair enough. You know what I mean? But it should be a charitable thing. You shouldn't be. It should be donations. You know what I mean? Not man is actually paying for the package and all of that. Don't get me wrong, people will pay. Because remember, Carnival is like Christmas for black people. You know what I mean? Like, so people are gonna spend money to enjoy themselves. But that was one thing I didn't like, or High Priest someone else didn't like about Carnival, that it was all about the money. And everybody's trying to make a quick buck. You know, people hustling, trying to sell food at extortionate prices. Um, People trying to sell whistles, horns, all of that. You know what I mean? But look, don't get me wrong. Do your thing. You get me? If you see, if that's your opportunity, you think I someone else wasn't trying to look for opportunity in Carnival. Let's be real. But yeah, if you could do it, if you can hustle your way in Carnival, then do it. You know what I mean? Anyway, so that was on the Sunday. Like Sunday is, you know, Sunday is just the family day. It's not the hardcore day. You get me? It's not the hardcore day. It's the family day. It's just to have fun. You know what I mean? Like with the family, it's the chilled one. So we weren't really expecting much on this Sunday. So we're just passing through. Then, true to say, we got our event in the evening. We didn't know what to do, like because the situation was, you know, we don't want to be late to Wembley because we paid good money to see this event. The plan was to go from Harrow Road to Wembley, but High Priest someone else had enough of the Sunday carnival and they thought, you know what, nothing's really happening. Let me just go home. You know what I mean? It's better. Let me go home. brush off myself and go back out because we didn't want no problem in Wembley. And then when we reached the Wembley on the Sunday around 4 o'clock, we just went through the barriers and that was it. No searching, no dogs, nothing. And we're thinking, oh, that is going to be techie, you know what I mean, to go into that arena. But true say, we went into the stadium. It was big. If you go on High Priest someone else Facebook, Salim and Uncle Mun, you will see the photos of what went down in Wembley and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But like what we said, it was better, man, brushed off oneself than go and being all mad and that. You know what I mean? But yeah, the event was good. It was nice to see the wrestling in real life. We had good seats, very entertaining. It was better than Carnival. I'll be real, it was way better than Carnival. Like, you get me? So anyway, the next day now, the Monday, yeah, the triple X rated day. Same again. We woke up, we got paid in the morning. So once we got paid, we went to the market and we went to get some food. You know what I mean? Oh, because you get me when you're drinking. And by the way, I P someone else drank that Hennessy bottle all by himself. You get me on day one of Carnival, and they didn't even hit High Priest someone out. You get me? High Priest someone out wasn't even drunk, tipsy, none of that. Like it, High Priest someone out doesn't know if it's him or others have noticed that the alcohol nowadays is watered down. It's not how it used to be. Usually 5 shots or the third shot, you're tipsy and you're falling over, or you know what I mean. You feel the drink touch you, but nah. You could imagine like Hennessy. You know, Hennessy is some serious drink. You get me? And I appreciate someone I wasn't feeling it, so we thought, okay, let's go. Let's be cultured now and get the chairman's. You get me? That's the Saint Lucian rum, and let's try that one. So we got the dark rum. You know, we wanted to get the white one, but we thought melanated, rich or pale. You know, anything that's melanated, rich has got flavor and it's good for you. You get me? The pale one, it's all refined, like refined. You know, like white pasta, white rice. You get me? It's not really good, is it? You rather the brown rice, brown pasta. So it's the same like the alcohol, the brown alcohol. You know what I mean? Not the white alcohol. You see what we're saying? So yeah, so that so we chose the Germans dark rum. We went to the market to buy some falafel, two sandwiches, because you got to line yourself up. If you're gonna drink heavy, you got to have a big breakfast, especially in Carnival, because you're going to be doing a lot of walking and running around. So we bought 2 falafels. The guy on the falafel shop was like, "Oh, High Priest, why are you buying so much food today? It's because you're going Carnival and you're going to be dancing." And I was like, yeah. So what? You know what I mean? I'm going to enjoy myself. Like, we haven't enjoyed ourselves in a long time. And one of the guys that works at the falafel shop, he went viral. You know what I mean? He was doing the mad thing. You get me? I'm not even going to comment on what he was doing. All I know is, you get me? Like, these man that say that they're Muslim and doing their thing. I'm seeing them all in Carnival, and some of them are talking to High Priest like, "High Priest, what you doing here?" I'm like, "What are you doing here? Ain't this haram?" You get me? I'm High Priest someone else in the battlefield. It doesn't matter where High Priest someone else at. We can be in hell, but we're still holding it down. The meta science. You don't know meta science. So yeah. So on the Monday. So this is in the morning. So we're buying our food, we're pre-rolling our joints, we're drinking our drink, about 1 o'clock, 1:30, we're on the road, we're on the road, we're on the road, and then we get to Shepherd's Bush, we light it up, we turn on, and by the way, we're bringing our speaker. We got the speaker and the microphone on Monday, because High Priest went out, he's gonna have his own carnival, you know what I mean? Like, we're not gonna go empty-handed. You get me? Like, if people are performing and High Priest someone else are performing, he's gonna perform himself. You follow that? So we started off in Shepherd's Bush, but we had some technical issues with the microphone. Like, it was lit, we lit it up, but when it was High Priest someone else time to perform, it was all mashing up, and people were just not really engaged because they're trying to get to Carnival. You know what I mean? So we're like, all right, cool. Like, it's not that deep. Like, we just played our tune, just promote our tune while we're walking to Carnival. The once we got to Carnival, we shut off the speaker, and we just went up and down the strip, the Ladbroke Grove strip, tried to see if we're gonna meet anybody, try and wine with girl, just do anything really, just analyze and spectate what's going on. The first thing that High Priest someone else bumped into was a fight. The police just handled one person. There was 20 guys, 20 police officers on one person, which was a bit mad. Just bear with me 1 second. Yes. So basically, what happened was there was a lot of police, policing. It was uncomfortable. Like, even the side roads, you couldn't miss a policeman or policewoman. And if it wasn't policeman, policewoman, there was security. Like, it was hostile. It's a hostile environment. Like, everybody was doing their thing. You get me? All the girls, they were just, they were out there, but they were just posing. You get me? They were all posing, just modeling out there. You know what I mean? High Priest someone I was looking to find a second wife and that, but it wasn't happening. You get me? Like, that's the conclusion in that department. You get me? So from there, when we knew that it was just all a facade, or like when you're in the desert, a mirage. You know what I mean? It was more of a mirage with the girl them. Like, they're all looking pretty and all of them kind of thing there. You know what I mean? Looking like goddesses and all of that, but they're not really trying to, like, chat to man and do certain things. And even if they are, it's just only in Carnival, not outside Carnival. Usually High Priest someone out when he goes Carnival, he's usually leaving with a girl. You get me? And walking either to their yard or they're coming to High Priest someone else's yard. You see what we're saying? But this year it wasn't like that. It was dead. Then certain other things, what we usually do, it wasn't the same. And like, we've come to the conclusion that it's lost its flavor. It's done out here. It's no longer a cult event. And what we mean by cult event, like, it's underground. Like, too many people know about it, and it's gone commercialized and it's gentrified and it's controlled now. The expectation that you may have had, the nostalgia of Carnival is over. That's the best way to put it. The nostalgia of Carnival is over. And would High Priest someone else go next year? Yeah, we'll pass through. We'll pass, but we won't be, overexcited, trying to get our hair done, look good, buy a drink, You know what I mean? Not that expectation and anticipation. That's gone. That's dead. It's more now. If we ain't got nothing else to do, then we'll just pass through. You know what I mean? But anyway, catch High Priest someone out after the news and views. You're done. No meta science.
Amiga Radio, 104.1 FM. News and views around your community.
This is the AmigaRadio.co.uk news at 9. After growing calls from victims' families, ministers are upgrading an inquiry into nurse Lucy Letby. Last week she was jailed for murdering 7 babies at a hospital in Chester. The inquiry will now become statutory, meaning witnesses can be forced to appear. Health Secretary Steve Barclay says it was important to listen to relatives.
When I announced that we would have an independent inquiry, I was very clear that we would shape that inquiry around the wishes of the families. My priority is to ensure that the families get the answers they deserve, that people are held to account where they need to be.
Meanwhile, the Letby case, in which he refused to appear in court for sentencing, has prompted a change in the law in England and Wales. Serious criminals will have to turn up or face an extra 2 years in jail. Prezimonde has been fined £800,000 after a worker got stuck inside one of its walk-in freezers. The employee was treated for hypothermia after being eventually rescued. Louis Rubiales' mother is in hospital after being on hunger strike since Monday. She was protesting about her son being asked to step down as Spanish FA boss after kissing a player on the mouth at the Women's World Cup. Here's our sports correspondent, Rob Harris.
We're hearing from a priest who's been talking about her exhaustion. We're hearing as well that her feet are swollen, and she has been mounting this hunger strike because she believes that her son is being victimised in some way, being forced out of his position running Spanish football and now from any position in world football.
A man's been charged following a break-in at the home of England winger Raheem Sterling. Surrey Police has been investigating a burglary at a house in Oxshott during the World Cup. And Rangers have just got the second leg of their Champions League playoff with PSV Eindhoven underway. The tie is level at 2-2. In the second round of the year EFL Cup, Chelsea are looking to avoid an upset at home, AFC Wimbledon. That's the latest. I'm Tamsin Kent.
Amiga, you're the thinking people station.
Amiga does not support or condone any conspiracy theories regarding any aspect of COVID. Amiga management team discourages all such views on the station. Any comments made by the presenters, DJs, guests, audio presentations, or callers represents the personal views of the speakers and in no way mirror or reflect or are endorsed by the Amiga management team.
As an immigrant, it can be difficult to navigate the job market and find opportunities that align with your skills and interests. With the rise of social media, there are now more opportunities than ever to earn an income through attraction marketing. This business provides a high degree of flexibility and autonomy, allowing you to work on your terms and earn semi-passive income. This is a way to leverage social media and create an additional income stream. I will guide you along with our proven video-based training. Register at www.fekerteselassie.com with a valid name and email. Follow the instructions and let's start earning online.
Master Jerk, we have curry mutton, oxtail, brown stew fish, roti fillings, breakfast menu, porridge, cornmeal, banana, fried dumplings, drinks, homemade, Irish Moss, sorrel, pineapple punch, soups, red pea soup, mutton soup, chicken soup. Opening hours 10 a.m. till 11 p.m. Minimum order £15. Local delivery. Address 150 Church Road, Wilson, NW10 9NH, opposite Church Road Market. Phone 0203 632 2572. We are friendly and we cook with love. Master Jerk Chicken. We are the masters.
Hey, it's good authentic Carnival food you want. It's well provided. This caters for funerals, weddings, Christmas, romantic nights out to all parties. What are you waiting for? Bam is friendly, get it out of Christmas cookies. 07814898884. That is 07814898884. Get in touch. He's waiting.
20 years ago, I helped create a gang called the Crips. We know that I'm not alone in deeply regretting this legacy and seeing it for what it is. And no one can have a better influence on gang violence or gang culture than gang members themselves, and therefore best positioned to reverse this course of violence. But we must do work. We must get out there and we must forge peace. We must stop exterminating one another. We must stop all of this madness because at the end of the day, we have only ourselves to blame. We must have a do or die attitude as we were as street warriors to rebuild our culture and to create a new lasting legacy, a legacy of peace.
My kings and queens, are you ready for the revolution? If you are, let me say,
Mental Science Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via Omega FM Radio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM, and also on Instagram Live and YouTube Live. If you want to see that I pre someone out, live and direct on YouTube, all you have to do is go onto YouTube, type in on YouTube Amun L, and you'll find High Priest Someone L. You're done now, Mental Science. And if you want to see High Priest Someone L on Instagram live and direct on Omega FM Radio.co.uk's headquarters, all you have to do is go onto Instagram, type in an Instagram search engine, High_Priest_720. You're done now, Mental Science. So now, the time is 9:07. Pretty much wrapped it up about Carnival. Like, it was disappointing. That's how we'll put it. It was disappointing. Like, don't get me wrong, I pre someone else did some stuff. You know what I mean? Like, we turned up at the end, we played our sound system, we got people dancing and all of that, but it was nothing rememberable. The nostalgia, none of that. It's all gone. It's finished. It's in the grave. There's nothing more I can say about it. My friend was saying, people are like, it's not organized properly. Like, if you go to the Caribbean, like the costumes is not built for the roads of London. They want to make fancy costumes, but they cannot walk properly on the streets of London with the fancy costumes because the roads are not big enough. People are squashed. The costumes break quick because of getting squashed and all of that. You see what we're saying? Like, in terms of organization, toilets, you get me? Like, they haven't mastered Notting Hill Carnival in that sense. Or what else? Yeah, just the vibe, literally. But enough of that. Enough of Carnival. The time is 9:09. You know, we may take a short break and we check. Yeah, we'll take a short break shortly. But, you know, what's going on now in UK? We're getting prepared for the new world order. And those that are still denying that it's happening, it's here. You can see already. You got the ULEZ zone. They don't want you to be driving your car. A car's a luxury. A car's more of, you can't even use a car to go work anymore in London. There's plenty of people that have diesel car that do not want to sell their car, but have to now pay £12.50 extra in London. Eventually, they're going to get rid of all petrol or diesel cars by 2030. That is going to be over, or by 2030 or 2025. The people are not standing up for their rights. You got these fraudsters that are in parliament making up statutes that doesn't apply to anybody but to the straw man or your legal fiction. If you have a car, you are not a driver, because if you're using your car for domestic purposes, not commercial purposes, you are not a driver. You are traveling in your private conveyance. The problem is that the court and the system have got us in a state of fear that if you go against the grain, that they're not even in a state of fear. Let's be real. There's fearless people out there that are ready to take on the government and ready to stand up for themselves. But the problem is there's not enough people that are willing to do that. And as a result, the government already know that those freedom fighters are easy targets, because all they need to do is just section them off or lock them away, like Julian and Assange and many others, and the rest have no one to lead them, or the rest of them don't want to end up like them. They just make an example of one person that is ready to die for the thing, die for their integrity, like Jesus Christ, and then everybody else starts to become scared and don't want to do it anymore. It's no longer fun. They were there for the thrills, not the thrill of it, not for the mission, you know. And yeah. People say, yeah. In UK we have the best life. Yeah. But how many people are enjoying life right now? That's the question. We may have electricity, we may have Wi-Fi, we may have good roads, we may have infrastructure. We live in the future. Yeah, let's be real. This is the future. You get me? Like what you see in Futurama, Star Trek, all of that. This is the future. We are in the future. Yeah, there's no more denying that. The present is the future. However, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Somebody tell High Priest Amun, what are we doing? Are we making this a better future? Or are we just wasting our time here and just being on the plantation and we don't even know it? They say that they wanted to move Carnival to another place. One of the mayor candidates, they say they want to move it to a park so it can be policed better. You see what we're saying? And you know, black people ain't going to stand up for anything. You get me? So you know that's going to happen. And more time it's the white people that are protesting against it. You see what we're saying? Because they want to be part of something. You get me? And there's nothing wrong with that. If they're for the cause, then why should we slam them? But the point what we're trying to say is that What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Our brothers and sisters that are in Africa are doing more than us, you know. Right now, they're doing way more than us. We're basically, look, we're at the door of the evil. You get me? When the door is just right there. The entrance, you know, the boss is here in UK, but we're just sleeping. We're just like, okay, master. Yeah, I obey you, master. You get me? We know already they need us more than we need them. Without Windrush, this country would have collapsed. You follow that? True or false? They were begging for us to come. They were begging for us to come to this country. It's written in their books. They were begging. And we as fools said, okay, why not? Let's come to England and be somebody. We can they sold us the dream. Like the American dream, they sold us the British dream. And now, what are we? Are we better off in UK, or would we be better off in the Caribbean if we stayed? Let's be real, because they know, the British knew we built the country, we built their country, and their country needed repairing after the World War. And instead of us building well, it's not our new land, because remember, we are the guardians of the planet. So every part of this planet, every inch, every space of this planet belongs to us. It's in our DNA. So let's just be real. Yeah. Even England is part of us. But what are we doing? What are we doing? Tell me. Tell me. Okay, the only thing that we've got going on is Carnival. And even we can't do that right. Look, we're just chatting. We're just chatting. You get me? The phone number is there, 0753 996 8143, if you disagree with High Priest someone out. If we're doing things, if we're making stuff happen. All we know what to do is to party and go church. And even sometimes we can't go church properly. You get me? But it's like there's more heart in Africa right now than us in UK. We got the man them in Niger saying we don't want no Europeans exploiting us anymore. Like every day, High Priest someone else thinks about it, and it's like Niger is powering France with the nuclear power, with the uranium, and Niger doesn't have no light. But France has got plenty light that they're even selling it to different countries in Europe. But Niger don't have anything, and they're saying that's it. It's over. We're not following that. We're not having no corrupt politician that is a house Negro. The same with Gabon. They had their election. They knew their election was rigged, and they arrested the president and said, "That's it. You get me? You're not ruling the country. But you're planted. You're a double agent, and we're not having it anymore." With High Priest someone out, Nigeria now is the next one, because Nigeria is basically the soul of Africa. You get it? Let's be real now. Of West, okay, let's be real. West Africa is the soul of West Africa. Yeah. Without Nigeria, you ain't got no West Africa. Let's just keep it 100. It's got the biggest population, it's got the most resources, and it's got the most culture. Okay. Now, the problem with High Priest someone else's country is we've got a president that bought the election. And it's difficult. We don't know what side he's on. If he's with the white man, if he's with the people, or if he's just for himself. Now, this guy is gangster. You get me? He ain't no you know, he ain't soft. You get me? He bought the election. He's got his goons. He's got his thugs. He's a warlord. You get me? He cannot. He's untouchable. And like what we said, we don't know what side he's on. If he's for the white man or if he's against the white man. Is he for the slave master or is he against the slave master? You see what we're saying? And you know, we just have to wait and see. But that's if Nigeria kicks off, that's it, it's over. If Nigerians now say, you know, enough is enough. Oh, one moment. Yeah, if Nigerians say enough is enough, and we're not gonna fall for those tricks again, then the whole of Africa will fix. But the problem is, do we trust black people? Do we trust the army? Because people can get corrupt at power, you know. You get me? You may say, yeah, like I'm gonna be honest and all of that. But once you have the power, once you're in control, you might get drunk over the power. And it's like you want to fight everybody. Coups can happen within your own coup. You will have backstabbers that are plotting to take you on. You can never be on the top forever. Some of these governments are saying that they want to turn it into a civilized government in the next 3 years. Why 3 years? Why not now? Why you have to wait 3 years for it to be civilized? Can't you do it now? Can't you have democracy? Can't you sort it out? You see, this is the problem. That's why it's like, what do? You come to UK, you come to Europe, they've got all these laws, regulations, and government, so-called democracy. Okay, fair enough, it's safe. Yeah. It's safer than most of these places. Things are better in terms of efficiency and the infrastructure is there. But like what we said, are we happy? Are we reaching our full potential? These are questions we have to ask. There's many people that come from abroad that have degrees, masters, all of this kind of stuff, that come from Africa and are happy to be a cleaner, happy to be a laborer, happy to do care work, social care work, just to stay in this country. You know, they're happy to be a slave. They ain't complaining. But us that are born and bred here, we've had enough because we know what's coming. But what are we going to do about it? That's the question. What are we going to do about it? Are we just here until it's all over? Or are we going to rise and step up and avenge our ancestors? These are the questions I Priest someone else planting in your head. And we need answers quickly because time is running out. You know what I mean? Time is running out. What are we doing? The man them are waiting on us, the black people that are in UK, to do something. And we're just being quiet. We haven't even got our stuff together. Talk less to people in Africa. People, every day, there's people in Africa calling High Priest someone else saying, can you send me some change? You get me? And it's not a big money, you know. You get me? £10 out in Africa could go far, you know. £10, you can live on that for a good couple of days, you know. Here, £10, you're just about getting a meal. You know what I mean? £10 here, you have to know what you're doing in London. You got to know what you're doing. You got to be making sure if you travel on that bus, you do your bus journey within that hour or you're gonna pay extra, and you're paying there and back. You see what we're saying? Or a plate of food nowadays is about £5. Like if you want to go out to eat. You see what we're saying? So you gotta be, financially fit here. But it's like, can't you make money out in Africa? There's people that are living large in Africa. But how did they make that money? This is the question. Is it dodgy? We don't know. We just don't know. But yeah. So yeah, we're gonna call it a wrap in the talking. And we're gonna do the prayer now. So we'll be back after the prayer. You're done now. Meta science. Let's go.
My and queens, are you ready for the revolution? If you are, let me hear you say, hell yeah! My Tesla, are you ready? Hell yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. Let's talk science. Let's go. Marching in the streets because we're tired of the lead. The revolution's not complete until the 1% that made defeat. The government is the oppressor, that's giving us high blood pressure. The revolution's now or never, so let's destroy Babylon together. Marching in the streets cause it's revolution. Do or die right now cause it's revolution. Time's up now cause it's revolution. And the days is here cause it's revolution. Stepping in my big black boots cause it's revolution. Queens, are you ready for this revolution? Kings, are you ready for this revolution? Let me say revolution, come on, revolution, 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 revolution. Get ready for the battle, get ready for the fight. After the war, everything's gonna be right. Enough is enough. They took our human rights. Are you ready for the revolution? Cause we're turning up tonight. And that's the top side. Let's do or die. I'm a revolutionary guy, I'm ready to ride. The enemies, the government, they're on the opposite side. Marching in the streets cause it's revolution. Do or die right now cause it's revolution. Hands up now cause it's revolution. And your days is here cause it's revolution. Stepping in my big black boots cause it's revolution. Kings, are you ready for this revolution? Kings, are you ready for this revolution? Let me say revolution, come on. Revolution, 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 revolution. Stepping in my big black boots cause it's revolution. Kings, are you ready for this revolution? Kings, are you ready for this revolution? Let me say revolution, come on. Revolution, 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 revolution. I agree someone else, delivering the mental science. The revolution is on. No talk, it's action time. If you're not ready for the revolution, step to the side and go home before we beat your ass. You're done now. Let's talk science.
All right, and welcome back to the Meta Science Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via Omega FM Radio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM, and also on YouTube and Instagram Live. This is the High Priest, Grand High for the Meta Science Ministries. Amun L. You done know Meta Science. Now, are you ready? Are you ready for the prayer? If you are, let me hear you say, Meta Science. Let's go. Because the prayer is the only thing that is keeping us together. Let's be real right now. We only have faith in the Most High right now to get us through. You get me? We're going to do the prayer, a serious prayer, okay? Because we know how everybody's feeling. Everybody just want to get out of here before it's too late. So we're going to make sure that the Most High hears our prayers tonight. So we're going to start off with the first prayer, which is Psalms 91, Tehillim 91. So if you want to say the prayer with the high priest, someone else, all you have to do is grab your Bible, turn to Psalms 91, Tehillim 91 in the Tanakh, and we sing it, say it together. Let's go. Meta science. He that dwelleth in the secret place of El Elyon, i.e., the Most High, shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty, i.e., El Shaddai. I will say of Atum Re, Amun Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim. He is my refuge and my fortress. My Atum Re, Amun Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim. In him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that fleeth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in the darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come near thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made Atum Re, Amun Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, which is my refuge, even El Elyon, i.e., the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come near thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. Because he has set his love upon me, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. Meta science. Now, the high priest, someone hopes you felt that prayer in your bones, in your heart, in your spirit, in your soul, coming from your radio speakers. Now we're moving on to the next prayer, which is Psalm 71, Tehillim 71. So if you would please turn the page to Psalms 71, Tehillim 71, so that we can continue saying our prayers. You're done now, meta science. Let's go. In thee, O Atum Re, Amun Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, do I put my trust. Let me never be put to confusion. Deliver me in thy righteousness, and cause me to escape. Incline thine ear unto me, and save me. Be thou my strong habitation, whereunto I may continually resort. Thou hast given commandment to save me, for thou art my rock and my fortress. Deliver me, O my Atum Re, Amun Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, out of the hand of the wicked, out of the hand of the unrighteous and cruel man. For thou art my hope. O Atum Re, Amun Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim. Thou art my trust from my youth. By thee have I been holden up from the womb. Thou art he that took me out my mother's bowels. My praise shall be continually of thee. I am as a wonder unto many, but thou art my strong refuge. Let my mouth be filled with thy praise and with thy honor all the day. Cast me not off in time of old age, forsake me not when my strength faileth. For my enemies speak against me, and they that lay waste for my soul take counsel together, saying, Atunre, Atunre, Amunre, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim have forsaken him, persecute and take him, for there is none to deliver him. O Atunre, Atunre, Amunre, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, be not far from me. O my Atunre, Atunre, Amunre, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, make haste for my help. Let them be confounded and consumed that are adversaries to my soul. Let them be covered with the reproach and dishonor that seek my hurt. But I will hope continually, and you will yet praise me more and more. My mouth shall show forth thy righteousness and vow salvation all the day, for I know not the numbers thereof. I will go in the strength of Atunre, Atunre, Amonre, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim. I will make mention of thy righteousness, even of thine only. O Atunre, Atunre, Amunre, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim. Thou hast taught me from my youth, and hitherto have I declared thy wondrous works. Now also when I'm old and grey-headed, O Atunre, Atunre, Amunre, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, forsake me not until I show thy strength unto this generation, and thy power to everyone that is to come. Thy righteousness also. O Atumre, Atumre, Amunre, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, who has done great things. O Atumre, Atumre, Amunre, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, who is like unto thee. Thou which has showed me great and sore trouble shall quicken me again, and shall bring me up again from the depths of the earth. Thou shalt increase my greatness and comfort me on every side. I will also praise thee with the psaltery, even thy truth. O my Atunre, Atunre, Amunre, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim. Unto thee will I sing with the harp, O thou Holy One of Israel, Metal Science. My lips shall greatly rejoice when I sing unto thee, and my soul which thou hast redeemed. My tongue shall also talk of thy righteousness all day long, for they are confounded, for they are brought unto shame that seek my hurt. Meta silence. Now the high priest, someone else, hopes you felt that prayer in your bones, in your heart, in your spirit, in your soul, coming from your radio speakers. Now we're moving on to the last prayer in the Old Testament or in the Tanakh, which is Psalms 23, 10 and 23. Let's go with our science. There we go. Atumre, Atumre, Amunre, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai. Elohim is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Atunre, Amunre, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, forever and ever and ever and ever. Amen. Amuna Sheo, Meta Silence. Now the high priest, someone else, hopes you felt that prayer in your bones, in your heart, in your spirit, in your soul, coming from your radio speakers. We have finished our Old Testament prayers. Now we're moving on to our New Testament prayers. And the first prayer that we're going to do is the Lord's Prayer. And we're going to listen to it in the Greek and then translate it into the English. You're done now, Meta Science. Let's go. was the Lord's Prayer in Greek, and now we're going to translate it into the English, which is in Matthew 6. Turn on Matthew 6. Okay, sorry about that. So Matthew 6, verse 9 to 13. And after this manner, therefore pray ye, Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not in temptation, for thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. Amun Asheo, Meta Science. And I pray someone else, you felt that prayer in your bones, in your heart, in your spirit, in your soul, coming from your radio speakers. We have finished our Bible prayers for tonight. And now we're moving on to our Muslim prayers for our Muslim brothers and sisters who have tuned in tonight. The first prayer that we're going to do for our Muslim brothers and sisters is Al-Fatiha, the opener, Surah 1 in the Quran. So if you want to listen to the prayer or recite the prayer together, if you have a Quran, can you please turn to Surah 1 and we can recite it in the Arabia first and then translate it into the English. You're done now, Meta Science. Let's go. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladhina amta alayhim. Ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Amin. Okay. So that was Surah Al-Fatiha, the opener in the Arabia. Now we're going to translate it into the English. Let's go, Meta Science. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, most merciful. All praises for Allah, Lord of all worlds, the most compassionate, most merciful. Master of the day of judgment. You alone we worship and you alone we ask for help. Guide us along the straight path, the path of those you have blessed, not those you are displeased with, or those who are astray. Meta Science. Now the high priest of Amun hopes you felt that prayer in your bones, in your heart, in your spirit, in your soul, coming from your radio speakers. Now we're going to move on to the next and final prayer in the Quran, which is Surah 112, which is Al-Ikhlas, the sincerity. And in the same fashion, we're going to recite it in the Arabia and then translate it into the English. Let's go, Meta Science. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Qul huwa Allahu ahad, Allah as-samad, lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakun kufuwan ahad. All right. So that was Surah Al-Ikhlas, the sincerity in the Arabia. Now we're going to translate it into the English. Let's go, Meta Science. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, most merciful. Say, O Prophet, He is Allah, Lord of all worlds. Or say, O Prophet, He is Allah, one and indivisible. Allah, the sustainer needed by all. He has never had no offspring, nor he was born. And there is none comparable to him. Meta Science. Now the high priest of Amun hopes you felt that prayer in your bones, in your heart, in your spirit, in your soul, coming from your radio speakers. Now before we get into the last prayer, which is the Meta Science prayer, the most important prayer on the Meta Science Ministries and Reasoning and Fellowship show, Granny said that we have to remember what Yeshua Yamashiach said, which is in Matthew 5, verse 3 to 10. And it goes like this. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for there is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for there is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Meta science. Every time we read this, it gets deeper and deeper, especially the last parts of it, because we are in the end of days, where it says, blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for there is the kingdom of heaven. You get me? There's too many freedom fighters that have died in the cause, in the name of righteousness. And High Priest Amun feels, shall we go through that same path? Is it worth it? You get me? To become immortalized and be on them levels. But do the people them appreciate it? We're doing the best we can right now. And right now, the people are taking High Priest Amun for granted, which is okay. Because at the end of the day, we're doing the Most High's work. We're not doing the work for the people. But yeah, so we're now ready for the Meta Science prayer, the most important prayer on the show. And the High Priest Amun has one question. Are you ready for the Meta Science prayer? If you are ready for the Meta Science prayer, let me hear you say, Meta Science. I cannot hear you. If you are ready for the Meta Science prayer, let me hear you say, Meta Science. Let's go. We give thanks and praises to Atum Re, Amun Re, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Mardok, Melchizedek, Al Kadir, Usa, Uset, Eru, Anu, Enki, Ma'at, Pita, Rastafari, Haile Selassie, Meta Science, to mommy, to daddy, to granny, to granddad, to the ancestors, and to the Most High. Bismillahi ar-Rahmani ar-Rahim. La ilaha illallah. We give thanks and praises. We give thanks and praises to the Most High for protecting us from the evil and wickedness that exists in the cosmos. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for the forgiveness for our sins. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for the unconditional love that we experience in every moment that we live and in every breath that we take. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for making us be able to win the lottery. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for protecting our loved ones on planet Earth and also on the other side. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for the mercy upon our souls. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for being there in the good and the bad times. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for giving us enough for us to be able to see our potential. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for the miracles that we experience every single day that we live. And lastly, we give thanks and praises to the Most High for protecting us and guiding us, and also being our shield as we walk the path of righteousness so that we can enter the kingdom of Zion, which is heaven. Amen. Amun Asheo. Meta Science. Now, the high priest, someone else, hopes you felt that prayer in your bones, in your heart, in your spirit, coming from your radio speakers. I priest, someone else, going to call it a wrap. We'll be back shortly. We're going to play some music for now. You're done now. Meta Science. Let's go.
Freedom, like cosmos, freedom, like a runaway slave, freedom, like I just got paid, freedom, 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 come on, freedom, 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 like cosmos, freedom, 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 come on, freedom, like cosmos, freedom, 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 freedom. Freedom, stay with your chest, freedom, freedom. All my queens, let me hear you say freedom. All my kings, let me hear you say freedom. All my children, let me hear you say freedom. All my brothers, let me hear you say freedom. All my sisters, let me hear you say freedom. Pump your fist in the air, too short, when you play the high priest and the freedom fighters are the problems, worst nightmare. Let us prepare to damage and tear this new world order that is treated us unfair. First solution is a Russian. This is a freedom song, so sing along. We are million men strong, the war is on because Babylon did us wrong. The time is now to be awake the terror. Broadcast the news that is fit from the high priest. When I get high, I levitate. When the war is over, heaven on earth is what we're going to create. A high priest and his mental science soldiers and his freedom fighters. It's time to concentrate. Elohim forgive us for our sins. No hells on the winds, destroy the evil face of it. Freedom, freedom, freedom. Freedom, come on, freedom, freedom, come on, freedom, freedom, like a runaway slave, freedom, like I just got paid, freedom, while I'm smoking the J, freedom, every single day, let me hear you say freedom, freedom, all my queens, let me hear you say freedom, all my kings, let me hear you say freedom, all my children, let me hear you say freedom, all my brothers, let me hear you say freedom, all my sisters, let me hear you say freedom, 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 let us say freedom, come on, freedom, pump your fist in the air to show that you can the high priest and the freedom fighters on the worst nightmare. Let us prepare to damage it. This new world order that is treating us unfair. First solution is a Russian. This is a freedom song, so sing along. We are million men strong, the war is on because Babylon did us wrong. Freedom, 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 come on, freedom, 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 I can't hear you, freedom, say it with your chest, freedom, freedom, all my queens, let me hear you say freedom, all my kings, let me hear you say freedom, all my children, let me hear you say freedom, all my brothers, let me hear you say freedom, all my sisters, let me hear you say freedom, freedom, like a runaway slave, freedom, like I just got paid, freedom, when I'm smoking the J, freedom, every single day.
Thanks, Cosmos. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for the forgiveness for our sins. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for the unconditional love that we experience in every moment that we live and in every breath that we take. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for
Disco lights reveal what I like.
waking up. We also
Me and you are gonna have fun tonight. And when we get to the crib, I'm gonna love you right. Touch my body, it feels so nice. Popping bottles, dancing with supermodels. Taking trees, getting high to this beat. Girl, give it to me on the dance floor. Players at the bar, keep spending some more. Everybody got that coffee. Everybody in the club, let me see you dance. Everybody in the house, let me see you dance. Everybody in heaven, let me see you dance. Everybody in the grave, let me see you dance. Turn up, 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 turn up. Hype man, Harry, give it to him.
Yes, you. They call me tonight, hype, but I up in the building tonight, just so you know. Your favorite hype boy, just boy, pleasant boy, vibe boy, I'm in the building tonight. Hey, yo, DJ, it's about that time. It's about that time we turn this party to another level. Are you ready? Come on, say, turn it on, some more. Wait, turn it on, some more. Yeah, turn it on.
Is everybody feeling lit? Cause the high priest needs to take a break real quick and take a sip of the Holy Spirit. Let's go again, metal science. Let's get this party started. I heal your soul, I'm more than an artist, feeling the metal science. Now it's time for you to join the alliance. Girl, shake your body and make it bounce. The brother in the club, make sure that you dance. The high priest pulls up to the club with his G. He's the Q cause he's the DJ speaks to the high priest, says hold the mic, give them the metal science that they like. The high priest lights up the club like it's dynamite. Everybody in the club, let me see you dance. Everybody in the house, let me see you dance. Everybody in heaven, let me see you dance. Everybody in the grave, let me see you dance. Turn up, 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 turn up. I make myself, you will make myself, everybody.
Turning on some more, wait. Turning on, vibe it on some more, wait. Turning on, vibe it on, turning on, vibe it on, turning on, vibe it on. Well, you know, we vibe it up, wait. We turn it up, get it. We vibe it up, turn it on, vibe it up, turn it up, yeah.
All right. So now, unfortunately, we're coming to an end on the Mental Science Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show tonight on omegafmradio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM. Also, Spiritual Dub Doctor is not coming in tonight. He's cancelled this show tonight. So, I, Priest Amun, I will be the last presenter tonight on omegafmradio.co.uk. So, High Priest Amun, I hope you have a good night and stay blessed or be more. And before we go, we want to say this. Listen, whatever you're doing is meant to be. You follow that. It's meant to be. Let's be real. You're in divine timing and you're in sync with your higher self. Every experience that you experience in the moment was meant to happen. You follow that because it was part of your own revolution or your own evolution of your soul and your spirit. You follow that. So the High Priest Amun wants everybody to go in peace. Have a great night. Stay blessed. Love you lots. Take care.
Amiga Radio, 104.1 FM. News and around your youth.
This is the Amiga Radio.co.uk news.
Blessed will be more. And
An inquiry into how nurse Lucy Levy managed to kill babies in her care has been upgraded. It has the power to require witnesses to give evidence following pressure on the government from victims' families. Ministers are being warned that plans to force serious offenders into court for sentencing could be unworkable in practice. Rishi Sunak wants criminals like Lucy Letby, who didn't turn up for her sentence, to get more jail time when they don't appear. Wendy Joseph is a former Old Bailey judge.
Of course, somebody will sit there quietly and listen and take it all on board, but there will be people who come into court in handcuffs, shouting and screaming, declaring their innocence, disrupting the proceedings.
Joe Biden says no one can deny the impact of the climate crisis anymore after Hurricane Idalia plowed through Florida. The US president's been pointing out historic floods and significant wildfires like the deadly one in Hawaii. Ukraine's carried out its biggest coordinated drone attack on Russian soil since the start of the war. At least 6 regions were targeted, including military planes.
Yeah, so we just want everybody to stay blessed. Yeah, and be more. But before we go, High Priest someone else wants to say this. Listen, whatever you're doing is meant to be. You follow that? Whatever you're doing is meant to be. You are in sync in your life with your higher self. Whatever you're experiencing right now is there to evolve your spirit. We're not saying it's easy right now, but we're going through it and we're getting the job done. You follow that? With the power of meta science, the power of the Most High, anything is possible. Just have faith in yourself and faith in the Most High. And the High Priest, someone I will guarantee you that you'll live to see a better day. That's it. Yeah, so we just want everybody to stay blessed and be more. But before we go,